Watched a lot of film on Auburn yesterday, and they're very good, really playing well, very talented, extremely young like ourselves. So we've got a big challenge ahead of us in Auburn. Auburn's long, athletic. They have good depth. They have very good point guard play out of Harper and Johnson. Wiley's been terrific since he joined the team, and the midway point of the season in December, right out of high school. I mean, he's a high school senior. He's had huge games for them. And they played great in their last outing at Alabama and swept Alabama, something that we weren't able to do. Did not even get one win against them. They got two, and so they're playing good, playing with a lot of confidence. Questions?
Coach Burrow mentioned today on the teleconference about how the game for them tomorrow is huge because just by the numbers, it might be an archaeological for them to lose. Do y'all take any kind of motivation to be a spoiler or whatever you call it down the stretch at all?
We're just focused on one game at a time, trying to win each and every game that we play in its own value and motivation. I mean, just trying to get a win against really good teams. Our league is good.
You recruited Mustafa pretty hard. What was it that you liked about him?
He's really strong, physical, can finish at the rim as well as shoot the three. Got a man has a man's body, tough. He's a great competitor. I mean, he's a really good player.
What was the difference in the rebounding numbers when you look at it on film against Tennessee compared to the first game? Was it as simple as going harder and blocking out?
A better job of offensive rebounding, number one. Our previous game we had five, and Saturday we had 21. That's a 16, you know, different differential. And then did a better job defensively on their first shot, and did a better job blocking out.
How much do you think Lamar was affected by the hip pointer during his game?
I just think it was hard for him from the standpoint that he didn't practice on Thursday and then had to come out of practice on Friday because he tweaked it again. So, this is a game of reps, and when you don't get enough reps, it affects you. So he and he was hurting after the game, but I thought he was a little for sure better yesterday, and hopefully will even be improved today.
What I noticed was I think he had maybe three or four shots. I remember offhand. I think maybe three or four attempted threes in the first half, but didn't attempt any in the second half. So I was kind of curious: was that part of game plan of just attacking the basket more as a collective unit? Or
No, but it was no game plan. I'm not sure, but I think part of it's just not getting enough shots. Like I'm hoping that he'll be able to get to practice early today. A couple of different guys we had Q there this morning and get up some shots before practice. We need to. The time issue now becomes such a factor as to how much time we use on the floor. As the we keep pounding because we have so many games. It's just like it's a nonstop um, feeling because. There's always the next game, and then you're trying to not overdo it, but you also got to, do
how do you
enough.
manage that with a young team? I mean, 'cause
And with
it's hard.
different injuries and things we have that have been going on and nagging things, so it's a balancing act.
You won your first two games in a row by double digits, and you lose your next two games in a row by double digits. What was the biggest difference between the first two and the second two?
Early on, I mean, at LSU, I mean that was a unbelievable situation just to get there. As you remember, we were driving through the snow of Mississippi, and we were lucky to get there and got didn't even practice the day before because of weather. I mean, it was a crazy day, so that was a neat, unique case in itself. And playing in Arkansas, we played really well, and I thought that. Our next game we lose at Tennessee. The next game I think was by 9, actually, not double digits at Alabama. I could be wrong, and it was a 6 point, or we had a 1 point lead with 6 minutes to go, so we were right there in a tough environment. And then we played obviously our worst game at Ole Miss. So we've got to, and they'll have a great atmosphere, and then it's gonna be a tough place to play tomorrow, and we've got to really. do a good job attacking their press and get, transition defense could never be more important than it is tomorrow. They're so good at getting out and pushing the ball and running the floor and getting second, third shot opportunities. So there's a lot of factors that weigh into our ability to be able to have a chance tomorrow.
When you first got Tyson Carter on campus, just with him being a coach's son, was his basketball IQ a little higher than what you see from typically most freshmen?
Yeah, no question. I mean, being around the game his whole life, watching film with his dad, he has a good basketball IQ, and he picks up stuff because he's just been right. He's a coach's son, so that's always, I think, a good thing.
And obviously, he's still a long way, not a long way to play tomorrow. Kind of a wait and see deal on IJ, or do you expect him?
IJ, it's tough. I mean, I could not get over how that thing happened on Friday in practice. He had a great practice on Thursday. We had Wednesday off, really disappointed, watched the film of our Ole Miss game, and then we needed to have a really good practice. Both Lamar and Mario could not practice. I wasn't even expecting IJ to practice that day, and he did. And, kind of did, and came out and led us, was phenomenal. And then was doing a great job on Friday. All of a sudden, he just changed his direction. And it's like, it's like in the MRI and the reading of the MRI shows no change in anything. In other words, there's no structural change that they can see. So, I mean,
You ever had a player go through as many injuries as IJ has?
yeah, I'm sure I have. I just have to think about it. I mean, but it's tough. I mean, he's dealt with a lot, and we need him. But it's really up in the air right now as to how long it'll take, and now it's about his back. And when he first did it, he was like, it felt right where the incision went that he had his operation on. That's what he said. Like I was standing like literally from here to there watching this all happen. So it's tough for us.
How was
Tough for
Kevler
him.
feeling after the game?
Pardon me?
How was Kevler feeling after the game?
Good. I mean, I think he was feeling good, and did a good job on the glass in particular, 17 and 9, and made some big plays, and did a good job defensively in the game. I'm really excited about his defense against Tennessee. He was very tough, and he and Xavier both did a great job defensively in that game, and that was a key factor for us.
Just another question on Lamar. I felt like he had a pretty good game defensively and distributing the ball as well. And it seems like he's gotten, better as the season has gone on in a lot of ways. And what impressed me the most is that he's gone through the season with, of course, the passing of his father as well. I mean, how remarkable is that to you, or how impressive is that to you considering his circumstances, his growth this year?
Yeah, he's improved a lot, and he has a lot of room to continue to improve. I mean, where Lamar, and I've said this before, is so good is when he has the ball and when he's guarding the ball, where his biggest areas of improvement are in the future here. And the future is now is off the ball defensively and off the ball when he doesn't have the ball offensively. And in terms of the personal things with his dad, that was really, really tragic and tough and emotional, and for him to handle all of it the way he has is really remarkable.
Good. Hey, how excited y'all get back on the floor at Auburn?
We real excited to go out and compete again and try to capitalize on another W that's much needed here for this program right now.
Does that change the attitude a little bit after, it was kind of a rough couple of weeks there?
Yeah.
Has that kind of uplifted everybody?
I mean, of course it do. A W like that, especially a big one that we had Saturday, knocking down Tennessee, it gives you a lot of confidence, and it gets your program with a pep in their step after that W.
Offensive rebounding was so much better in that game for you guys. What do you think was different?
Just us going, the amount of us going. We really went a lot more than we normally go with Coach. He put emphasis on going to the glass, and I guess we just decided to start buying in, and we started going, and the ball bounced our way, and we ended up getting offensive rebound.
What made you guys decide to kind of buy in at that time? Was it part of just realizing that was a big part of why you guys were struggling?
Yeah. Realizing that's a big part of why we struggle in most of our games. We get out rebounded, and I think it just comes to a point where you get tired of it and you want to make a change.
Have you seen notice aggression?
Yes, I have. Yeah, he's more aggressive now, and he's learning how to actually play the game. When he gets the ball, he know how to take his time now and use the shot fake. Cause I mean, a lot of times on the floor he's matched up with like 30 pounds over a guy, so he really can't hold him. And once you get him off the floor and go up into his chest, it's gonna be a foul or a bucket or both from Snyder.
When did you see the difference in him?
I saw the difference in the Texas A&M game when he stepped up, and it's like he just never took his foot off the throttle. He just been keeping it up, being aggressive and playing harder.
That's my last question on that. Did you see it coming in practice? Did you see it?
Yeah, I mean you can. Like I said, some days guys come in lackadaisical, but some days guys come in ready to get better and ready to play hard, and that's been the case over these last couple of weeks. Not only with Snyder, but most of us in practice, a lot of us, most of everybody.
To go back to the rebounding, Coach said you improved, I think, by 16 from last game to this game. What's it take to stay at that pace?
It takes just being physical and being able to go every time, having it in your head. Like on offense, like I gotta go rebound, and on defense, like I gotta box out and get this rebound. It's just the fact that us being physical and us really buying into what coach is telling us and getting the job done by getting rebound.
Is it easy to lapse in that focus over the course of
It is, because you can find yourself into the game, really into the game. You can find yourself ball watching. Like when the guy going to score on the opposing team, you can find yourself ball watching, and just like that, the ball shot and your man is getting a rebound because you didn't box out. So I mean, yeah, sometimes it can be kind of tough remembering, but once you clicking on all cylinders and you remembering things, then it become real easy.